Hello, and welcome to another day on the channel. My name is RNJesus, and today we'll be doing some more vintage cube drafting. This is a set with all the most powerful cards in it, like Ancestral Recall, Time Walk, Channel, and a bunch of other powerful cards. If you want to check out my other videos, I'll have links to the first one and second one in the description. And without further ado, let's jump into pack 1 and see what we pull. Alright, pack 1, pick 1. If you want to go mono white aggro, History of Benalia is always fine. There's, like, Chart a Course for Reanimator. Eidolon of the Great Revel for mono red aggro. But this pack is all pretty filler. Like, Scalding Tarn, I think, is just, like, the best card in the pack. Great way to help fix for lands, especially with the triomes in the set, or in the cube now. Like, nobody wants to play these two cards. Eidolon's decent. But that's really the most notable cards. Boros Signet's fine, but we'll just take Scalding Tarn. And maybe we do some Splinter Twin action. Try and find some Kiki Jiki Deceiver Exarch stuff. I'm down for that. Let's have some fun. Splinter Twin. So now we're on the lookout for the Deceiver Exarch, Pestermite, Kiki Jiki, and any of those cards. Not sure how many iterations of them there are in the cube. And here there's a High Tide and a Mystical Tutor. Both are fine. Maybe we take High Tide and go into Storm. Like, High Tide's a key piece for Storm, so I'm down for that. Notable cards here: Liliana, Wishclaw Talisman and Mystical Tutor are both hoping to wheel, but we'll just take High Tide. So, depending on how these next packs go, we could go into Storm, we could go into Splinter Twin stuff. Maybe we do both, if we're lucky. Maybe. Just maybe. Here, there is a Burgi and a Badlands and a Demonic Tutor. I'm sure Burgi will wheel, but the real question here is between Badlands and Demonic Tutor. Like, Badlands is, like, great fixing since you really want to go black, especially, like, Wishclaw Talisman. But Demonic Tutor is just, like, the perfect, well, tutor. Tutors out any card you need for the combo. Instead of, like, High Tide just search, or Mystical Tutor just searching up High Tide. Gamble gives a chance of discarding your combo. I think we just take Demonic Tutor here. And hope that we get, like, Blood Crypt or a Triome or something. Yeah, maybe like a Maestro's Theater or something. And now we get an Echo of Eons. That could be good. There's Cake Man, which is fine. Red Elemental Blast is a sideboard card. But I think Echo of Eons here if we're going to try and do Storm. Like Lion's Eye Dian, Echo of Eons. It's no Time Spiral, but it's still good. Yeah, nothing much else here. And now we get Underworld Breach. Well, that's part 1 of the combo. Now we just need Lion's Eye Diamond. So yeah, Underworld Breach here. Yawgmoth's Will we're looking for. And Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, Underworld Breach, and Lion's Eye Diamond is just a win combo there. We could also get, hoping for Thassa's Oracle, Brainstorm. Brainstorm also combos with Lion's Eye Diamond. Or here, we could take a Gilded Drake. or a Mystic Confluence. I think I like the Mystic Confluence just to slow them down for a few turns while we set up. Then again, we could also take Faithless Looting. Just a draw 2, discard 2, flashback. It can pitch our Echo. Let's take the Confluence. I think we'd rather have the interaction just like the turn before we like combo off, just to make sure we don't die. And a Time Twister, don't mind if I do. Shuffle graveyards and hands and draw fresh new 7, only for 3 mana. Pretty good. And doesn't even exile itself. So you can like just cast Time Twister with Underworld Breach, or a way to shuffle it in again. We can start looping them with Echo Vions. I don't think we're going to be running Splinter Twin stuff. Here on the wheel, there's a Seagate Stormcaller, good with Ancestral Recall. High Tide, I'm not sure if it works too well with. Just for the fact that you already have to tap 2 lands to cast Seagate first, then cast High Tide. So I'm not sure if that's worth it. I think we just take Sower of Temptation here. Just a way to control a board earlier and just slow them down a bit, force them to use removal, and even when they do that, it's going to be still summoning sick. Here, there's really nothing. I'm not sure if there was something that we wanted to wheel in this pack. Let's just take Custody Lich over anything else. I mean, yeah, I think we're going to run Custody Lich if anything. Okay, Mystical Tutor wheeled. But there's also Wishclaw Talisman, which is just a tutor anything. Mystical Tutor gets Time Twister, Demonic Tutor, High Tide. Wishclaw gets any combo piece we need. I think we would prefer Wishclaw. No, let's take Mystical Tutor. And here's the pack that we wanted to wheel. It was the Badlands. But nothing here. I guess take Mere Battlesphere, just in case we do some shenanigans like that. And I don't think we want any of these. Just take Phyrexian Metamorph, Murderous Rider, and Mana Tithe. Nobody plays around Mana Tithe. It's the perfect counterspell. 1 mana, counter target spell. It's all it reads. Ignore the have to pay 1 mana. Well, here's a Pestermite. But do we still want to go Splinter Twin Pestermite route? Or do we just want to take the Creeping Tar Pit or the Fiery Islet and get some good mana? Let's go with, I think Tar Pit is the correct pick. I mean, then again, it is a tap land, which I'm not a big fan of. Not really sure what the pick is. Palancron's going to wheel whatsoever, so we don't have to take that highly, especially with, like, I mean, we could win with High Tide stuff. And with High Tide, we want as many islands as possible, so I guess we want to take Pestermite, maybe do some Splinter Twin stuff. Plus, it can be 1 mana if we have our Scalding Tarn in play. And now there's a Force of Negation and a Mind Twist. Mind Twist is pretty good. There's also Zagoth Triome. And we have Scalding Tarn, so we can fetch blue-black. All the colors. Or we can just take Expressive Iteration, the most broken card draw that was ever printed, besides Ancestral. I don't hate taking it over Zagoth. Yeah, let's take Expressive. And now there's Mana Flare. Jace. Let's take some Mana Flare. Similar thing as High Tide. We just need now ways to untap our lands. Actually, Mana Flare will probably wheel. Let's take Repeal as a way to slow them down and get a bit of card draw. And now a Vampiric Tutor. We just need ways to untap lands at this point. Mind's Desire, fine win condition, but I don't think we really want it over the Tutor. I'm sure we'll find another win condition. And here there's not much. Tezzeret, we're not an artifact deck. Show and Tell, definitely not a Show and Tell deck. Sword of Body and Mind. I guess it's a sideboard card over like Douthie Voidwalker that requires double black. Lion's Eye Diamond, there we go. Okay, we've got Lion's Eye Diamond, Underworld Breach, and we have Time Twister, so, I mean, actually, Time Twister is bad. We want Wheel of Fortune. Or Brain Freeze, but Lion's Eye Diamond's perfect. Okay, so we've got LED, we've got Underworld Breach, we've got Tutors to find them, we've got High Tide. Okay, so we're looking for Brain Freeze and the 3-mana instant that draw 2, discard 2, untap 3 lands. Frantic Search. And maybe some Kiki-Jiki stuff. Here, there is a Treasure Cruise. I mean, it could be good. Better than Voltaic Visionary or Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, let's take Treasure Cruise. Just some card draw, I guess. It's not amazing. On the... Oh, wait, this isn't even on the wheel yet. One more pack till the wheel. So here we have Dark Ritual, which I like. But there's also Bar of Soap and Azuria Signet as some pseudo ramp and Deceiver Exarch. What's better, Dark Ritual or Deceiver Exarch? Maybe Splinter Twin stuff. Yeah, let's take Deceiver Exarch. Yeah. And we will... Neither of the lands. That sucks. Just take the Palinchron. Over, like, Ob, Uro, Jokulhops, Bone Shards, Scrubland. I mean, if we find a white fetch, Scrublands doesn't seem that bad. Like, a blue-white fetch. Yeah. I'd rather take Scrublands over Palinchron. And here, Shriekmaw just as a removal spell, I guess. Relic is more of a sideboard card. Wait, why did I take that over Mana Flare? Dang it, I wasn't looking! Ah! I mean, Relic's still a good sideboard card, right? Oh, no. I already failed. I was thinking like the last packs weren't that meaningful, and I forget that we're trying to wheel stuff, important stuff. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, we're looking for mana fixing, like island stuff, Volcanic Island. Really sad we didn't pick up that Badlands now that I think about it. But Demonic Tutor's just so good. This pack really had nothing in it. Hey, wait, Tezzeret can fetch our... Ooh, okay. Maybe Memory Jar can be playable. But Tezzeret can fetch our Lion's Eye Diamond. -0, search your library for Lion's Eye. And here... You've got a Wooded Foothills, which doesn't fetch for anything. And a Brain Freeze. Well, we needed Brain Freeze. We got Brain Freeze. Easy Brain Freeze over Mana Leak or Ancient Tomb. Yeah. We still need ways to untap lands, though. Or else High Tide's looking much worse. Here, there is Seething Song, Cryptic Command, and Rafine's Tower. I think we gotta take the Rafine's Tower just for some fixing. There's also Jace, but... The fixing is way too important. Plus, Past in Flames is definitely going to wheel. Probably. Fixes for black, blue, and can be fetched with Scalding Tarn. And here... Foff. Or Chain Lightning. Yeah, we don't want either of these. I mean, Factor Fiction's a good card draw spell. Chain Lightning, some early interaction. Yeah, let's take Factor Fiction. And now we get Thassa's Oracle, our win condition. Sorry, Dak. You're amazing and all. Ugh, Lava Claw reaches. How are we supposed to play a good deck if we can't get the mana fixing? But Thassa's Oracle is just too important. How much can we count on Thassa's Oracle wheeling? No, we can't risk it. If we're going to Brain Freeze, we're going to have to win with it. And now Zia Torres gets green, red, and black. So red, black. Over Force of Will. Or Duretti. I mean... This is a red-black land. Yeah, I think we need the mana fixing. I'm sorry, Force. But Zia Torres' Proving Ground is just too important at the moment. It's not even an island, which sucks. If it was like a Maestro's Theater, or even any blue-black land, or, yeah, blue-black land, would have been so much better. Or blue-red land, like Ketria Triome. Here, Rogren Triome. There's some mana fixing. Red and blue. Just what we were asking for over Memory Deluge. Yeah, looks like we're not running that Scrubland. Okay. These Triomes aren't the best fixing, but fixing's fixing, and we'll get whatever we can take at this point. We passed up way too much fixing early. And here, Tendrils is a fine finisher, but we already have a finisher with Brain Freeze. Let's just take Baral. Makes everything so much cheaper. Everything so much better. Over Dig Through Time. Yeah, if we want a Delve effect, we already have Treasure Cruise and Turnabout in our last possible pick. Sorry, Rakdos Signet, but Turnabout's way too important here. Especially with High Tide. Just getting the mana we need is so important. We didn't get Frantic Search, so Turnabout's just the one important thing we have. Here, we're not a Through the Breach deck. Ancient Tomb, maybe? No, it's not colored mana, and colored mana is just so important. What else are we picking? Karn? I mean, Karn is sort of card draw, but it can also exile and lose our most important pieces. Let's take Ancient Tomb. And we wheel the Past in Flames, as expected. Somebody took the Mana Geyser, though, which is surprising. Here, Lodestone Golem, we definitely don't like. So yeah, all in all, the deck's turning out pretty well. Lava Claw reaches wheeled, that's great. Although it's not an island, it's still pretty good. So yeah, all in all, deck turns out decent enough. We don't have the greatest fixing, especially with like fetch lands and stuff, but it's still a decent deck. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wouldn't count this as a land. 6 lands, so we still need like one more playable. Hopefully we get one in the last few picks. Forge Master. Or maybe we play a random like Relic of Progenitus that can cantrip. Yeah, we didn't wheel that Berkey earlier, did we? Well, unlucky for us. I guess we could play Shriekmaw. The artifact deck was super open. We had, like, saw Ancient Tomb, Lodestone, Karn. I think there's a Tolarian Academy somewhere. Adeline. Definitely not playing you. So yeah, we need, like, one more playable for this to, like, function. Shriekmaw. Yeah, let's go with Shriekmaw, just a removal spell. Or Treasure Cruise. Okay, so move the lands out of the deck. We need to make one cut, and it's between Treasure Cruise and Shriekmaw. I think because we have Past in Flames and, like, Time Twister stuff, Thassa's Underworld Breach, I don't think we want Treasure Cruise. Just because we kind of need our graveyard for stuff. So yeah, we'll keep in Shriekmaw. Then throw in the mana base. Add basics. We want as many islands as humanly possible. So let's see, in black sources, if we go down to like 1, 1, and whatever islands, we will have 1 black source, 2 black source, 3 black source, 4 black source. So we'll have 5 black sources for 3 cards. That seems fine. For red, we have a double red requirement, and we have 1 red source, 2 red source, 3 red source, 4 red source, 5 red source. I think we're going to need like 1 more red. Yeah, let's add it like that. 2 mountains, 1 swamp, and a bunch of islands. Yeah, I like that. If you would have done anything else in the draft, let me know down in the comments. And before we get into the games, let us pray. Dear RN Jesus, may you bless this deck and may have the perfect draws we need. This is a Storm deck, so please let us combo off in every possible way. Make sure that we draw exactly what we need when we need it. And may you let us never fizzle out. In your precious and wonderful name, amen. Now, let's jump into some games and see how the deck does. Looks like we are on the draw, and this hand looks fine. We'll keep. No red mana, but we'll probably draw it eventually. They play a forest into a Soul Ring. Well, that's not a good start to see. Well, there's a turnabout. So this Ancient Tomb's looking good. Turnabout's already 1 mana ramp. They cultivate. You don't really want to repeal the Soul Ring. But hopefully it doesn't ramp them too much, like it already is. Like a turn 2 cultivate instead of like a turn 3 is such a big difference. They get a forest and an island. We'll play an Ancient Tomb, pass the turn. And Questing Beast, yeah, sure. Can't really do much about that. We take 4. Play an island, pass the turn. Yeah. Hopefully no more scary stuff coming from them. Just a bunch of mana dorks. Pretty please. Pay 2 mana for a green Sun Zenith for 1, getting Bop. Yeah, sure. Time Twister. I don't think that's great for us with all their mana at the moment. So we'll just pass and hold up Mystic Confluence. We can, like, balance Questing Beast, counterspell, draw a card. They pass. And I think we'll repeal this. Since they're gonna want to... Oh, do they have counter magic? Spell Pierce. Yikes. Okay, well, we're going down to 6. Yay. Come on, High Tide off the top. Oh, Glenn. High Tide. Proving ground. Yeah, we're going to concede this game. Okay, so against blue-green elves, let's bring in Sword of Body of Mind. We don't really have anything to put it onto besides Brawl and Thoracle. I mean, it's still a good card if we do get a creature. Wait, we have Mind's Desire? When did we get Mind's Desire? Why aren't we playing that over Shriekmaw? I mean, Shriekmaw is definitely important here, so let's not run that. And let's cut... What do we cut? What's bad against them? They're green ramp deck. I guess Factor... No, Sower of Temptation's good. Deceiver, Exarch, Mystic Confluence. I guess Memory Jar's a little slow for a wheel effect, and we have a bunch of them, so let's run it like that. And yes, we would like to be on the play. This hand's fine. Echo of Eon's not doing that great. Hopefully they don't turn one Soul Ring again. We'll lead off with a Rogrin Triome. Pass the turn. They play an island, and just pass. Okay. Good, good. Cast Baral, Chief of Compliance. Pass the turn. This makes Time Twister cost less. They play Misty Rainforest and crack it. Go fetch a forest, and cast Bop. We'll play a land. Cast Time Twister. Do they have Spell Pierce? Yikes. Well, that sucks. Well, swing for one. Pass the turn. But yeah, Spell Pierce there kind of hurts. Just because we wanted a new hand. They cast Oko. Hey, don't touch my Brawl. Okay, they just take a food. I mean, Brawl is actually doing much anyway. They're kind of constricted on mana. Swing at Oko. And let's actually tap their Birds of Paradise on their upkeep. Pass. On their upkeep, cast Deceiver, Exarch. And we'll tap Birds of Paradise. And we can remove the stop now. Now you can take your turn. No land, please. Thank you very much. And this turn, Brain Freeze. Well, that's pretty good, but we'll just Echo. Wheel our hand, and Splinter Twin. Okay, so we can win next turn. I think. Yeah, play Swamp, tap 2, cast Demonic Tutor. Oh no, we're one short. Well, they're guaranteed to have a land now, so. Hooray! So let's see, pay 3, cast Pestermite, untap Rogrin, so tap Rogrin Triome for a red. Tap 3, untap Rogrin Triome. Have 1 red floating, 1, 2, and play a land. Yeah, okay, we can win next turn. They cast Cultivate as long as they don't have Spell Pierce. That is our only hope. No Spell Pierce, capiche? Just play like a Mana Dork here. Green Sun Zenith. Whatever. They create food. And they just pass. Not sure if it's worth it to try, but don't see any other option here besides holding up Mystic Confluence and waiting for the perfect moment. But if we keep waiting, they're just going to keep holding up Spell Pierce. We could try and bait it out with Demonic Tutor. No, let's tap this for red. Pay 3, cast Pestermite. Untap Rogren Triome. Yes. Pay a red, add 2 more, cast Splinter Twin on... doesn't really matter, I don't think. Spell Pierce? Spell Pierce. Yep, okay. Well, we can Echo of Eons if we need to. So, all we really want to find is, like, LED or Underworld Breach and just win. Like, yeah, just get Underworld Breach or Brain Freeze Underworld Breach. That should do it. We have a decent amount of mana to, like, start it off, and Brain Freeze only costs 1 because of Brawl. Yeah, Brawl's discounts these games has been really helpful. They cast Toski. That means they're going to be drawing some cards. And Questing Beast. We can stop them from drawing a card, but we're still taking 7 and them drawing 2 cards. We don't have a Planeswalker for their Questing Beast to bite. Let's see, what do we draw? Repeal? I mean, that can 1 mana bounce a food token. Sure. Bounce a food token. Brain Freeze, okay. Tap 1, cast Demonic Tutor. Go get... No, where is our Lion's Eye Diamond? There we go. Okay, so that's another card for the combo. We'll just pass the turn. Maybe we should have gotten... We'll swing at Oko. Maybe the correct play there was to get Underworld Breach and hope that we combo off. But that was risky, and I don't really want to do that at the moment, especially when we have Mystic Confluence in hand to just, like, slow them down. They create a food. They pass. They swing with all of that. Well, we will cast Mystic Confluence. Return target creature. Return target creature. Draw a card. Yeah, like that. Bounce Questing Beast. Bounce the food. And draw a card. Hey, we got Mystical Tutor. Is that helpful? We'll block with our Deceiver Exarch. Well, let's see what we can tutor and find out. They recast Questing Beast. End step, we will cast Mystical Tutor. Past in Flames, I think, does it too. Yeah, Past in Flames, Brain Freeze. Mill our entire deck. Yeah, that works. Past in Flames put on top. And because of Brawl, the discount is so important here. Play land. Tap. Red. 1. And I don't think we're ever going to need black mana anymore. Cast Past in Flames. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Cast Brain Freeze, targeting ourselves. Trigger Storm. Target us, target us. We mill some stuff. We cast Brain Freeze again. Wait, does it only give it to... Each instant sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn? Did I just misplay or something? Let's see. We can Mystical Tutor. Find Turnabout. Or Mind's Desire. Let's get Turnabout. Pay 1. Cast Repeal on food. Bop would have also worked. And... yeah, I think we've messed up like a lot during this comboing. Yeah, I didn't realize that Past in Flames didn't give the things that aren't in your graveyard already the effect. So we'll just sacrifice that. Cast Echo Vions with Flashback. Wheel away our hands. Time Twister. Time Twister. Wheel away hand again. I mean, we're set up to win next turn? Oh god, I failed this turn so poorly. Just pass. They cast Brainstorm. Wait, can we just mill them out? Hold on. Storm count is 8, so we get 9 iterations. 9 times... yeah, that's lethal. Cast Brainstorm. I'm just really bad. I have scuffed this so badly. I don't even know how we just won that. We just did. Ah, jeez. How did we even come out of that on top? Like... my brain hurts from trying to think on how this game works. On to the next game. I think our opponent forgot to make some cuts. They're running a 45 card or 42 card deck. So they just threw in their sideboard cards. Okay, so here we have Mystical Tutor, Demonic Tutor. They play a Mana Vault, sure. Lion's Eye Diamond, that's exactly what we needed. So we'll play... so, what do we need to find? Brain Freeze? So, play this, tap, to pass a turn, because we're going to need some draw step to try and find a red source for Underworld Breach. They cast Nissa, who shakes the world, turn 2. Yikes. Well, that's the best Mana Vault I've ever seen. Red source off the top? Well, they also have something else. Of course they do. Watch it be channel into Blightsteel or something. Okay, Green Sun Zenith for 1. Birds of Paradise. Mind's Desire. Well, let's cast Demonic Tutor. Go find Underworld Breach. And hopefully we draw a land next turn. Come on, red source. Come on, red source. Ha, you take a damage. They play forest. Untap. Just tap your forest for mana. That's what you want to do, right? Right? Ugh. Cast Uro. Oh, that's fine. Gains in life, draw card. They smack me for 6. Next turn they'll have 9 damage, like literally anything kills me. Wreck Sage. I mean, that's 2 damage. Shriekmaw. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm not sure how... Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, Shriekmaw, we can evoke, kill one of them. We're not dead just yet. But I don't think we're winning this one. Maybe we should just, like, have another... Maybe another land just to make sure we don't fizzle out. So they can smack me for 6, 7, 8 damage. They brainstorm. So yeah, red source off the top might still win me the game if we're super lucky. They pay 3 mana. What's their last card in hand? Thieving Skydiver. Yep, I'll concede to that. Splinter Twin. Yeah, that wasn't going to win us the game. Well, let me just edit my deck real quick. How many lands are we running? 17. I feel like that's fine. Maybe we just cut the Splinter Twin stuff. Add in Mind's Desire, add Treasure Cruise, cut Pestermite. And we don't have to go in so red heavy now anymore. Add Relic of Progenitus main deck. No, that can start exiling our graveyard if we need to, if it's like forced to. Phyrexian Metamorph, that doesn't do much. Yeah, we'll just cut Deceiver Exarch for another land, I think. Yeah, and then cut a mountain, add an island. Yeah, it's weird, but I think that's how we want the deck to be. On to the next game. On the play, we will take that, and this looks like a fine hand. We need some combo pieces, but I'm sure we'll draw something. We already have perfect mana. High Tide has a lot of islands to go with it. We'll play the Proving Ground tapped to pass the turn. Is it okay? A Library of Alexandria on the draw, really good. We draw an island, so not as good. They draw a card. Library of Alexandria. Pretty broken card draw. They play a mountain. They mono red aggro with Library of Alexandria as card draw. I wouldn't hate that, like, if I were them. Cleanup, they discard... What do they discard? Not getting so much value from the library. They discard an island. Yikes. Well, turnabout's pretty good. But we'll just keep passing. As long as we have time, we'll play it till like the last second so we can get as many lands down as possible. So yeah, we're looking for Underworld Breach. That would like be our #1 draw. They play a Gruul Signet, sure. Into a Rakdos Signet. Yep. Expressive Iteration. Well, that's fine. Put you into my hand, you on the bottom, and you into exile. Play Lava Claw Reaches, pass the turn. I'd rather have an island than Lava Claw at the moment, but it's still fine. We can, like, tap these two for Underworld Breach, cast Underworld Breach, tap an island, cast High Tide, and then cast Turnabout. And untap, cast Brain Freeze, mill ourselves as much as we can. Ravages of... Oh no, oh no, no, oh no. I was not expecting the Ravages. I mean, they've got some Signets, so... And the card draw. They've been doing pretty good with that. Is this a Ravages of War deck? Ay, caramba. Volcanic Island. Filter their mana. Cast Bergi. Are they a Storm deck? I'm so confused what they're doing. Raffine's Tower. No, let's just get the Rogren Triumph. We don't need black at the moment. Plus, it's an island for High Tide. Play an island, pass the turn. Try and just rebuild from the loss. Play an island. They might be a Storm deck as well, but I'm not really sure. Them playing Bergi is interesting. Or Ravages of War in a Storm deck. They cast a Worn Power Stone, so maybe a ramp deck. Fact or Fiction. Play an island, pass a turn. We're not doing much, but we are slowly drawing our pieces. This is the most uneventful game on our side. We've cast one spell this game and played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 lands. I mean, glad we added that extra land. So now we're running 18. They cast a Goldspan Dragon. Yeah, that increases our clock significantly. So you might have maybe 2 turns. So we might have to combo off this turn or maybe next turn. They crack the treasure. Nahiri. So we don't have to win this turn. So we can Factor Fiction on their turn. They smack us for 7. We go down to 2. And then we can take our turn. Unless they play a creature here, of course. Then we're going to be forced to try and win. Just no creatures, please. Thank you very much. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Mind's Desire, sure. Land, pass turn. Okay. I discard Palinchron to Nahiri last turn, but of note. We're just really hoping that we live no hasties at all. Through the breach. I mean, we can turn about. Yeah. Your stuff. Tap. All of it, now. Creature. Tap. That buys us a turn. Does this give the... Put onto the battlefield, it gains haste. So yeah, we're going to have to try and combo off next turn. Now without turnabout. Yikes. Oh, they didn't plus Nahiri? Okay. Then we don't have to combo off? Let's fact or fiction here. What piles would you like to put this in? Okay, Lion's Eye Diamond. Perfect. Any pile with the island, basically, we're going to take. Vampiric Tutor's dead to us. Yeah, we just want the island. Past in Flames, island. Yeah. I think this is a good, fair split for them. Lion's Eye Diamond, Vampiric Tutor in one pile. Yeah, we'll take this pile. Play the island, pass a turn. Island, pass a turn. Okay. Now, we discard Ancient Tomb, since that's dead to us. Sure, we could have discarded Past in Flames, but it's cheaper to have in hand than flashback. They discard a land, a forest, interesting. Okay, now no more hasters. Okay, we're safe. So no through the breach creatures. I'm not sure how much burn is in the set. I know there's chain lightning, so let's hope that we can avoid that. We live. We live. We live. Okay, starting off, High Tide. Cast Underworld Breach. Cast High Tide from Graveyard, exiling Island, Island, Proving Ground. Cast Turnabout, us. Exiling Ancient Tomb, Lava Claw Reaches, and Scalding Tarn. Land, untap. Tap. Or we don't even have to tap. Cast Brain Freeze, targeting ourselves. Same target, same target, same target, same target. We go down to one card left in deck. Do we do that in case they have a removal spell? We can just mill them. Exile, island, island, island. Done. All targeting them. They should be conceding here instead of letting all of this resolve. Oh, wait, they have, Emrakul, I forgot about that. Yeah, let's just Brain freeze ourselves. Exile island. Swamp island. No wonder they don't care about Brain freeze winning. They concede. Okay, good. So, luckily we were able to pull a win out of that, even with us barely surviving. They threw the Breach Emrakul. Glad Turnabout's there. What's bad in this matchup? I don't think anything relatively is bad. Like, Repeal is fine. You might want to add another land. I know it seems insane. But considering that they're playing Ravages of War, we want a ton of lands. Yeah, let's just run it back. They lose the die. We lose the die roll, basically because, well, we lost. Or we won. And we've got Past in Flames, Lion's Eye Diamond, Brain Freeze. It ain't Underworld Breach, but it's a thing. And with Baral, I think we can actually pull this off as a win. With just his hand. We'll keep. We'll turn 1 Lava Claw Reaches, that's for sure. Into Baral. Let's hope we draw some lands. They mulligan to 6 cards. Which is good. And they mulligan to 5 cards. Yikes for them. If I can pull out 1 win with this Super Strange Storm Scuff Storm deck, I'll be happy. Yeah, so our curve out is looking like turn 2 Brawl, turn 3 Repeal, and just like try and hit out some land drops, and then maybe combo off soon. They play a Noble Hierarch. Underworld Breach. Okay, we can win this with this hand. The question is, can we win right now? And the answer is no. So we'll just pass. We'll win next turn. Yeah, next turn we can play land, cast Underworld Breach, cast Lion's Eye Diamond, discard Repeal, Brain Freeze, Brawl, Past, cast Brain Freeze from our graveyard, milling ourselves, and do that repeatedly, cast Lion's Eye Diamond, do this repeatedly until we hit Thassa's Oracle and win. Oh yeah. Nice turn 2 Goldspan Dragon. How about we show you what a real turn 2 looks like? Island, cool. This is what a real turn 2 is. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Sacrifice for blue, blue, blue. Cast Brain Freeze, targeting herself. Exile, Repeal, Island, Baral. Trigger. Always yield to this since it's going to be a lot. And since they have Eldrazi in their deck, we're going to mill ourselves and hit Thassa's Oracle. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond, exiling you, land, and land. Sacrifice this for blue, blue, blue. Cast Brain Freeze, targeting herself. And they concede. Good games. Oh, that's a turn 2. On to the next game. On the draw, this hand isn't great. Doesn't have any combo pieces at all. But it has 2 tutors to find some. Vampiric Tutor can find, like, Underworld Breach or something. We'll keep it. We'll try it. Okay. An island is good. We will play a Lava Claw Reaches and pass the turn. That way we can turn 1 Vampiric Tutor. Of course, just make sure we have to fetch for... Are they? Oh. Well, we were going to fetch for Rogren Triome, but, I mean, drawing it works too. Guess we don't have to worry too much about the life loss, then. Although we're still going to fetch. They Rakdos, Aggro, Sulfuric, Vortex. Well, we'll Vampiric Tutor. Go find Lion's Eye. Put that on top of our deck. This is going to be a painful vortex. Pay 2, cast Demonic Tutor. Go fetch Underworld Breach. Play a Scalding Tarn, crack it. Go get our next tap land, which is Rafine's Tower since it's an island. Pass the turn. Plus the what is it called? Fetch lands. Fill the graveyard for Underworld Breach, which is pretty neat. Now, come on. RNGs, I am praying to you. Give us Brain Freeze off the top. I will give anything for Brain Freeze. I'll give you my firstborn child. Please, Brain Freeze. Imperial Recruiter. That's interesting. Monastery Swiftspear. Yep. A 4-mana 1/2 with Prowess, I'm actually fine with. That comes with a 1/1. Island is fine, I guess. We can do some Memory Jar shenanigans. Liliana, the Last Hope. Well, it's not going to be doing much on this board without creatures. They swing. We are going to go down to 5 or 7. Land. Can we survive another turn? We're going to take 2, possibly 3, so we'll go down to 2. I think we can risk one more turn of waiting. Let's cast Memory Jar. And pass the turn. Yeah, I think one turn of waiting should be good. Never mind, Burst Lightning does it. We'll concede to that. Yeah. Just burn. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have tried to risk it. Underworld Breach, Lion's Eye Diamond, cast Time Twister. Or what we could have done, like maybe we could have won there. I think that we could have won there. Cast Underworld Breach, cast Lion's Eye Diamond, discard our hand, cast Demonic Tutor from our graveyard, go fetch Brain Freeze. Yeah, we could have won there. Dang it. I didn't think of that. Anyway, against Burn. Run it back, Beast Sparner. That's the best advice I can think of. Deceiver Exarch could be fine as just a blocker, but I don't think we want that. We'll just run it back like this. On the play this time, yes please. This is a hard mulligan, no blue. This is better. Yeah, turn 1 Island into Mystical Tutor, go fetch Time Twister, turn 2 Brawl, turn 2, 3 Time Twister. Yeah, I like that. Go Mystical Tutor. Time Twister, pass the turn. Ragavan, unluckily for them, we have Brawl. Pass the turn. So the question is, next turn, do we play the mountain or do we play the island? Ah, dang it, Chain Lightning. So mountain means that we can cast red spells if we don't find, like, fixing later very easily. blue source means we have another island for high tide. I think we go with the mountain, just so we can just get a red source into play. We can play more islands later, we just want to get our red source in play. Darn you, broken Ragavan. We take 2. And they create treasure and exile an island. Yeah, sure. As long as it's not one of our win conditions. Like Lion's Eye Diamond, Underworld Breach, or Brain Freeze. Those are the 3 cards we do not want you to hit. Voltaic Visionary. Time Twister. Well then. Well, now I'm really sad we don't have a black source in hand. I mean, next turn we can repeal something, play Swamp, cast Vampiric Tutor, and then win on the following turn. Yeah, that works. They play Mutavault. But they're definitely going to use it for mana in the following turns, considering that we just wield them. They cast a Rabble Master. When it attacks, it gets +1/+0 for each other attacking creature this turn. So they swing with the Goblin. We take, what is that? A lot. Too much, I don't like it. They exile another island, sure. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Shriekmaw. Huh. We could cast Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, hope to hit Lion's Eye Diamond in the top 6 cards. Like, what if we don't? If they have Burn, let's see, we're going to bounce Voltaic Visionary. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. So they just need 3 damage to burn. If they activate Mutavault, that's lethal. So yeah, we have to go for it now. So we have to cast Underworld Breach. Cast Brain Freeze and pray to RNGesus. Please, RNGesus, give us what we need. Lion's Eye Diamond? Please, please. Lion's Eye Diamond, let's go! We are geniuses! Cast Lion's Eye Diamond, exiling High Tide, Ancient Tomb. Turnabout, sure, why not? Lion's Eye Diamond. Crack this for blue, blue, blue. Cast Brain Freeze, targeting us. Exile Vampiric, Scalding Tarn, Mind's Desire. Same target, same target, same target. Mill us a bunch. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond, exile you, you, and you. Not the Thassa's Oracle, thank you very much. Crack this for blue, blue, blue. Cast Brain Freeze targeting them so we can see their deck. Exile Time Twister, Factor Fiction, and Shriekmaw. Plus we have plenty to exile with Lion's Eye. Always yield. And they concede. Oh, that was... Thank you, RNGesus. Thank you. Pure luck wins again. Now we're gonna have to mulligan hyper-aggressively to try and find a hand that can win against a mono-red deck, because they're gonna end the game fast, and we won't have time to be slow. Like, they were gonna kill us there on their next turn, so we had to just hope and pray. Whew. On to the next game. This hand has a Demonic Tutor, but nothing else, so we're going to mulligan. We have to hyper-aggressively mulligan. This has Underworld Breach, No, mulligan again. Mystical Tutor, Underworld Breach, Lion's Eye Demon. Boom. And that is how you mulligan. Keep. Bottom, Treasure Cruise, and land. Figure of Destiny. If they just pump their mana and Figure of Destiny, we are happy about that. Play Lava Claw Reaches, pass the turn. They play Mountain. Voltaic Visionary, sure. They swing for 1. Okay. Play an island. Pass a turn. End of turn, we will Mystical Tutor. And then we win. We win. Monastery Swift Spear. Sure thing. Into activating Figure of Destiny. They swing. We will Mystical Tutor. Where is Brain Freeze? Brain Freeze. Our turn. So let's play land, cast LED, cast Underworld Breach. Wait, we shouldn't have played the land. We should not have played the land. We should not have played that land. Hopefully that's enough. Brain freeze ourselves. Oh no, did I just punt? I just punted. We should have held the land. No. This is bad. This is very bad. How do we win from here? We don't have Lotus Petal or anything. Should have just held the land. We had like we could have won. But we punted. Ah! No! Punted! No! Well, that was Storm, everybody. Yay! Oh, thank you for watching. If you're still here, make sure to like and subscribe. We had everything. We were lucky in game 2 and everything. We could have won. No. Thank you so much for watching. Yay.